What is wrong with cacao? Just really kills the adrenals. It gives women hard childbirths. Because your adrenals get clobbered when you're doing cacao. Clobbered. So you're using them like a credit card. You're using them. You're using all your credit card power out of your adrenals. So if you're someone that's dealing with adrenal fatigue or any kind of adrenal issues you don't even know you're dealing with, or kidney issues on any level that you don't even know you're dealing with, or brain problems you don't know you're dealing with, like nervous system issues, cacao kills your nervous system because it jacks up the adrenaline. The adrenaline floods into the brain and destroys nerve sheaths because adrenaline is so corrosive. It's like corrosive. You're taking adrenaline that you shouldn't be using. You're creating a stimulation you're not supposed to be creating. So it's a drug. And so cacao really prevents healing. Okay, fine. If you're not so sick, and we just did a big talk about people who are not so sick, they can play in any land they want. I'm going to eat a whole shit ton of eggs. I'm going to eat all the cacao I want. I could do what I want, right? When you're not so sick. But when you get really sick and the scale tips and you start doing that cacao, you can't heal. The chocolate industry, the caffeine industry has a lot of money behind it. They will tell you that it has antioxidants and cacao is good for you and caffeine products are good for you, but they're not. And they really, really rip apart the nervous system. They damage the brain over time, and they cause the adrenals to just flood. What the cacao does for women is it makes it so many women have to have a C-section when they weren't planning on a C-section. That's what cacao can do. Years of cacao and chocolate, coffee, right? All of it. They have think tanks that are designed to really keep people addicted for a lifetime. So the caffeine industry has think tanks that are designed to make sure that you stay on caffeine for the rest of your life and that your baby becomes addicted to caffeine and all that carries it on. Moderation is one of those practices. There's nothing wrong with having that. You should have what you want. You need to balance it. We're told that if we only engage in reasonable amounts, questionable foods, and certain practices such as microdosing caffeine and even alcohol can benefit us. If it's in small, reasonable dosages, it could benefit you. That's what we're taught. So we give them a try and we end up set back even more in our healing because our conditioning is so strong. That's what happens on planet Earth. We're up against an immense amount of conditioning here and brainwashing. We blame ourselves for these practices not working out instead of blaming the substances themselves. We don't know how to blame the substances. We're conditioned to think the substances are fine, like cacao, coffee, so many other things. And this isn't just a cacao and coffee thing. I'm talking about those two little examples. We may even become so attached that we guard these practices with our lives. Kombucha tea can turn your blood into acid. It's info for over 30 years now out there. It literally can turn the blood into a straight acidosis condition. But people love their kombucha tea. Most kombucha tea has caffeine in it.